In this video session, I am going to explain about iteration. Okay, iteration. The other name of iteration is looping. Okay, in the Python also you studied the same thing. Okay, so what is iteration or looping means? If you want to execute the statements, same statements again and again, repeatedly means we can use the looping statement. What is looping? If you want to execute the set of statements again and again, that means repeatedly means we can use the looping statement. Otherwise, if you are going to perform a same operation again and again, the same thing if you want to write again and again, okay, the same line you are going to replicate again and again means instead of that we can use the looping or iteration. Okay, so block of statements or set of statements which are repeatedly executed for certain number of times is looping statement. Okay, there are two types of loop. One is count control loop, another one is senile control loop. There is count control loop is nothing but you can know while you are writing itself, you can define how many times the iteration is going to work. That is definite. For example, I am going to find sum of 5 numbers means 5 times the loop will be executed. Like that, while you are writing the program itself, it was defined there. So you can able to know how many times the loop is going to execute. That is count control loop. At the same time, senile control loop means it is indefinite. You cannot estimate how many times it's going to execute. Okay, the reason is while you are checking some condition, you don't know at which time the condition will ends. While by giving some expression in the condition and all, we don't know how many times the loop going to execute. We can't estimate. That type of loop is known as indefinite or senile control loops. Even though it is a count control loop or senile control loop, in C programming, if you want to write any looping statement means you have to follow 3 important steps. Without knowing these 3 important steps, we can't able to write the looping statement. The first one is that initialization. The second one is condition. Third one is increment, decrement. So you have to follow these 3 steps if you want to write the or if you want to work on the looping statements. I will explain one by one. Okay, what is initialization? What is initialization? Initialization is nothing but assigning. Initialization is nothing but assigning the value. For example, I equal to 0. This is initialization. How you are saying initialization? You are using assignment operator here. Okay, equal to symbol is here, assignment operator. You are assigning this value 0 to this I. So this I holds the value 0. This is assigning, right? Similarly, in the looping statement also, one variable you are going to use. That variable is called as looping variable or condition variable. For that conditional variable, you have to initialize the value first. That denotes what's the starting position of the loop. If I equal to 0 means your loop starts from 0. If I equal to 1 means your loop starts from 1. Like that, you have to give the starting position from where I want to start the loop, from 0 or 1, from 10. You can give any value, but before executing the loop must know the starting position. At the same time, the loop must know the end also. Otherwise, it is called as infinite loop. What is infinite loop? Your loop never ends. It will execute it again. But it never ends. Why? It don't know the ending position. So, in the initialization section, start and stop should be fixed. Start value and stop value. For example, n equal to 10. So this is the start and this is the stop. Like that, start and stop should be fixed in the initialization. This is the first step for looping statement. The second one is condition. There should be one condition, as these all comes under the control structure. Okay, it has some condition to control, or it have some condition to check whether the condition is true or false. If the condition is true, the particular body will be executed. Otherwise, it will execute outside of the loop. Okay, that's the reason there must be one condition. Okay, without condition, we can't able to use the looping statement. So for condition, second step is condition. For example, by using this I and 10, I and n, I am going to write a condition while I less than n. This is a condition, right? What's the I value here? 1. What's the n value here? 10. Condition is true. There should be one condition. So, if I don't give the starting value and ending value, means how the condition will be checked? If you not initialize the I value and n value, means otherwise you don't need to put n also. Directly you can put 10. At least the start and end should be there. I less than 10. It is one condition. 1 less than 10 condition. If you didn't initialize the starting position, from where it will start? That's the reason first initialization is must, then condition is must. The third one is increment or decrement. Increment or decrement. For example, I value equal to 1, condition is while I less than equal to I less than 10. Okay, here I am going to print of percentage d comma I. This is initialization, I equal to 0. This is condition. Now what's the I less than 10? Condition is true. I am going to print the I value. What's the I value? I is integer. Okay. So percentage d comma I. Your output is 1. Okay. Again it will come here. Again your output is 1. Again it will come here. Again it's 1. Why? Why you are getting same value again and again? So if your looping statement must have increment or decrement. Otherwise the value should not be incremented or decremented, so that the condition never fails. When the condition will be fair, the I value become 11. When the I value become 11, the condition will be false. So I want to make this 1 to 11. How I can make 1 to 11? I want to add 1 by 1 in each iteration. Depend upon the condition, you have to put increment or decrement. If it is greater than, means you have to put decrement. So here I want to increment the I value so that I can reach the n value and break the condition. Otherwise, always the I value is 1. So each iteration I am going to execute 1 by 1 incrementation, so that at one point of time it will reach, the I value reach the n value. At that time the condition will be false. Okay. For example, here I am putting I plus plus. Now what will happen? At first the I value is 1. Okay. So 1 will be printed. Then I plus plus. What will happen? I plus plus means I plus 1. This is the meaning. So now the I value is 1. Now it is incremented as 2. So here 2 less than 10. Condition true. So it will print 2. Then again I plus plus. So 3 less than 10. So it will give 3. Then again it will increment. So 4, then 5, then 6, then 7, then 8, then 9. Now 10. Okay. Now for example, the I value is 10. 10 less than 10. Whether the condition is true. Whether the condition is true, it is false. So it will come out, it will close and come out of the loop. It will come out of the loop. Have you understood? So for executing these looping statements, what are the 3 important steps? Initialization, condition, and increment or decrement. If you miss anything, Okay, if you didn't initialize means the condition cannot be checked. Okay, if you didn't increment or decrement means the condition should not be closed. If you didn't fix the ending value means it is a infinite loop. That's the reason if you use any looping statements, you have to use three things. One is initialization, the second one is condition, and the third one is increment or decrement. Okay, now there are three types of loops. Okay, there are three types of looping statement. One is while loop, another one is do while, and another one is for. These are the three types of looping statement present in your C program. What are the types? While, do while, and for. Why in the while and do and the for loop I use pre-test? That means the while loop and for loop first check the condition. If the condition is true only, it will allow to execute the statement. That's the reason I put pre-test. But in the do while, first time it didn't check the condition. Even though the condition is false, it won't check any condition at first iteration. So, if the condition is false or true, the first time it will execute, the first iteration will execute. One time the body will be executed. That's the reason I give post test. Okay, now we can discuss. I will explain one by one. Okay, the first one is while loop. The while loop, other name of while loop is entry control loop or top tested loop. Why we are saying the entry control loop or top tested loop means, first it will check the condition at the top itself. While the starting itself, entry itself, it will check a condition. If the condition is true means only it will execute these statements. If the condition is true, it will execute the statements. Otherwise, it don't execute the statement. See this flow. First initialization. That's the first step, right? Initialization, condition. If the condition is true, body will be executed. Then again increment or decrement. If the condition is true means again it will go to checking the next iteration. Again it will check the condition. Again it will check the condition. Suppose if the condition is false means it will come out of the loop. Okay. Now we can see one example. So you will get the clear idea about the while loop. Okay. So program to find sum of digits. Sum of digits. Okay. Well, I explain the logic of sum of digits, then I will explain the program. Okay. Okay, what is sum of digits? For example, take one number 101. Okay, this is the number and these are the digits. So I want to split these digits into 1 plus 0 plus 1 2. This is the sum of digits. For example, 1 to 1 means 1 plus 2 plus 1, that is 4. This is the sum of digits. The main thing is you are converting the number. Okay, you are taking one number as input, then the number is converted into digits, single digits. For converting these digits, the logic is the particular number should be divided by 10 and you have to take the remainder part. Okay, so 10s are 100, right? So 100. So your remainder is 1. So see the last digit 1. I can split the number. Again, if you divided with this 10 divided by 10, 1 tens are 10. So it is 0. See, you can split the number like this using the logic by taking the remainder part. All of you understood? Now I am going to write the program so you all get the clear idea. Okay. So first of all, include the header files as usual. First you have to include the header file stdio.h. Okay. Then your starting position of your program, void main Then declaration. For this program, how many variables required? First of all, I want one number, right? So I declare that number, int n, comma. For storing this remainder part, I need one variable, for that or. Then I want to combinedly sum the remainders, right? I want to split the digits, then I want to add it, that is sum of digits. So for finding the sum, I am taking the variable s equal to 0. Why it's 0? Any number added with 0, you will get the same number. So for performing addition, you have to put 0 equal to 0. If you are going to perform multiplication, means you have to give 1. Okay. Then I want to get the input for this n. This n is the loop variable, control variable. Okay. So printf enter n value. I am going to get the input scanf. As it is a integer number, percentage d, comma, ampersand n. For example, my input is 101. Okay. So inside the n, 101 is there. This is the conditional variable. First initialization is required, right? I initialize the n value is 101. Okay. Now I am going to check a condition while n not equal to n not equal to 0. This is the condition. First initialization is done here, condition, then body, then increment or decrement, right? So here inside this I am going to write the logic. Okay. So what's the logic here? For finding, if you want to split the digits, number into digits, you have to take the remainder part, right? So modulus. If you want to take the remainder, means you have to find the modulus division. If you want to find the quotient, means you have to find the normal division. So r equal to this particular n mod 10. Then sum equal to, I want to add the sum of digits, right? Sum plus r. Then again, now what's the n value? N value is 101. It is not equal to 0. Condition is true. Anyway, I want to reduce the n value. I want to decrement the n value, so that only the condition will be break. For that reducing purpose, I am going to take the quotient part also. This is the logic. Okay. Now I will explain the program. First, you are including all the header files. Then starting position of the variable, I declared all the variables. Now n value is 101. Okay. 101 not equal to 0. Condition is true. So once the condition is true, it will come inside the body. Now n divided by 10. See here. N is what? 101. 101 divided by 10. What's the remainder? 1. So inside this R now 1 is here. Then s equal to, what is s value? 0. 0 plus 1. What's the s value now? 1. Again, n divided by 10. What's the quotient here? 10. Now the n value is changed to 10. The n value is got reduced, decremented. From 101 it is reduced as 10. Now after completing this, again loop. Now what's the n value? 10. 10 not equal to 0. Again condition is true. So 10 divided by 10. Quotient is 1 and remainder is 0. Now the remainder is 0. So what was our s value already? S value is already 1. So 1 plus 0. How much? Again you will get the same value, 1. Now what's the quotient part? 1. All of you got it? 1. Now n value is 1. Again loop. N not 1 not equal to 0. Condition is true. Then 1 divided by 10. It's not possible. Okay. So you will get the remainder 1 only. And you will get the quotient like 0 point something. 0 point. Okay. So now your remainder is 1. What's the s value already? 1. 1 plus 1 how much? 1 plus 1? Now it is 2. Now n divided by, what's the quotient? It comes in the 0 point, right? Not equal to 0. If it is 0 point means condition false. Once the condition is false, it will come out of the loop. So here I am printing printf sum equal to percentage d comma s. So what's the output here? 2. Okay, I am ending the program here. So how the output screen, what will happen? First enter n value for giving 101, then sum equal to 2. All of you understood? So initialization, condition, decrement. With the same program, I am going to explain another one logic with few modification, so you can understand it's clear. It's easy to understand by explaining here itself. Okay, the program is palindrome. What is palindrome? Anyone? What is palindrome? Palindrome means if you reverse the number also, it will be same. For example, the number is 101, just reverse it, you will get the same number 101. This is palindrome. Then 1 to 1, just reverse it, you will get 1 to 1. If you reverse the number means also, you will get the same number. That is palindrome. The palindrome program also very same to this, so I am going to explain here itself. Okay, first program to find the number is palindrome or not. Palindrome or not. The same process I will explain here. See, now inside n 101 is here. Okay, I am going to reverse and store it in another place. Here also 101. Now I will compare it. If both are equal, it is palindrome. One number is here, it was stored here. Now I am reversing the number and stored in the another place. Now I am going to compare these two things. Both the numbers are equal. If both the numbers are equal means it is palindrome. For that also the logic is same. We have to split the number. The s itself you have to do one modification into plus r. Okay, now I will explain. Here for storing the n value, I want to store in one place, right, both the variables. For that I am going to use another one variable temp, or I am going to use t, no issues, t. I will take t. Okay, now enter the n value. Your n value is 101, same. Now here I am going to add one statement, temp equal to n. Why? Already I told n value equal to 1. Then why I am again stored in the temp place? It's assignment, initialization. I am assigning the n value 101 to temp. What's the reason? Because while I am executing this while statement, the n value got reduced, decremented. N value got decremented. At that time the n value got changed. So I can't compare the n value with the reverse number. That's the reason for safe I stored in the n value to temp. Now inside the temp 101 is here. Okay. Now I am doing the same process. I want to split the number. So r equal to n divided by 10, modulus division. What's the remainder? You will get the remainder 1. Then s equal to, what's the s value? Here s equal to what's the s value here? 0, right? So 0 into 10 plus 1. What's the s value now? 1. Okay. First you are taking the remainder, then s equal to s into 10, that is 0 into 10 plus r. Here also I am going to perform addition only. That's the reason I am taking s equal to 0. Okay. So now the s value equal to 1. Now what's the n value? N value is quotient. What is quotient now? 10. 10 not equal to 0. Again condition is true. Then 10 divided by 10. What's a remainder? 10 divided by 10. What's the remainder? We'll get 0, right? So already the S value equal to now, here R value is 0. S value is now 1. 1 into 10 plus 0. Now the S value is 10. Again you are taking the N value. What's the quotient here? 1. Now the N value is 1. 1 not equal to 0. Condition true. Now 1 is not divided by 10. So the remainder is 1. What's the S value already? 10. 10 into 10. 10 into 10 plus 1. What is 10 into 10? 10 into 10 is 100. 100 plus 1? 101. Now the S value is 101. Now while taking the division, your quotient will be 0.0 something. So the loop will be false. It will come out. Here I am going to check the if condition. What's the need of if here? My N value is stored in temp. My S value is the reverse number. I want to compare it. So if temp, so here also it is temp. Okay, sorry. Temp, here it is temp. Temp equal to S means printf palindrome. Else printf not a palindrome. Printf not a palindrome. All of you got it. So whether now what's the S value? Temp is 101. What's the S value? S value is 101. So it is palindrome. You will get the output. Enter N value. Enter N value. You are giving 101. It will display palindrome. All of you got it. The same logic will be applicable for the Armstrong also. For 3 number Armstrong. Okay. For 3 digit Armstrong, here you have to put S plus R into R into R. Why? You have to take cube. What is Armstrong? Anyone? Anyone know about the Armstrong concept? You have to take the cube of the number. If it is a 3 digit, 2 digit means square. 3 digit means cube. For example, 153 is the Armstrong number. If you take 1 cube plus 5 cube plus 3 cube, you will get the same 153. If you are getting the same number means it is Armstrong. If it is a 4 digit number, 1534 means you have to check 1 power 4 plus 5 power 4 plus 3 power 4 plus 1 power 4. And we have to check with these two answers. Okay. If it is 3 digit means you can put R cube. Only that's the difference for Armstrong number. Okay. All of you understood? Okay. Now you can see the next concept. Do while. Okay. 1 minute. With 4 digit numbers and 5 digit numbers Armstrong, I will explain in the another video. Now I will go to the next part of the loop. Okay, next type of the loop. What's the next type of the loop? The next type is do while loop. The do while loop other name is exit control loop or bottom tested loop. Okay. The other name of do while is exit controlled or bottom tested loop. Why we say it is exit control or bottom tested means at last only it will check the condition. First it allow the statement to execute. Then it will check the condition. That's what it is called as exit or bottom. See here do. Statements will be executed first. Even though it is true or false, one time it will be executed. Then only it will check the condition. So in some situation, if you want to execute the statement at least once, one time, then we can use without checking a condition, then we can use do while. So if you are using do while statements, the statements will be executed whether it is true or false. It won't check any condition. At last, after the execution, the condition will be checked. So at least one time the statements will be executed even though the condition is false. But one more difference is there. It's a do while. While is the end statement here. So here semicolon is required. For that while, no need of semicolon. Okay, because they are starting. Here it is ending. See this flow chart. First, here initialization, then body. Do, body. If the condition is true, again it will check. If the condition is false, it will be executed. So this will be executed at least once, even though it is condition is true or false. Again in the second time, if the condition is true, means again the body will be executed. Otherwise it will go to the false part. All of you understood? See the difference between while and do while. It is a entry checked, that is exit control. It is entry control, that is exit control. It is pre-test, first itself check. It is a post-test. If condition is false, statements not executed. If the condition is false, means also statement will be executed one time. Okay. Now I will explain with one program. Okay. Multiplication table program we can see. Okay. Multiplication table. So here I am declare the variables int t comma n. Okay, I am getting the inputs for n equal to 1. Okay, initialize printf enter table number scanf %d comma ampersand t. Okay, now do statements printf %d and multiplication symbol, then %d equal to %d comma, here I want to print the n value. Okay, n comma, this place I want to print the t value, table equal to n into t, then n plus plus. Then here I will check the condition while n less than equal to 10. Okay. See this program. I am going to print the multiplication table program. So T denotes the table number. I am going to start the table number from 1. So I fixed n equal to 1. Then I get the table number. For example, your table number is 2. T equal to 2. Do. Here this statement will be executed first, even though the condition is false. Okay. Suppose my n value is 20. My n value is 20. See here, 20 less than equal to 10. Condition is false. Condition is false, but it will execute. How it will execute? First, this n denotes 20 into 2 equal to 40. Like that you will get the output. Like that it will get the output. After that, what's the n value? N value is 21. Here 21 less than equal to 10, condition false, so it will come out. condition false, so it will come out. All of you got it? Here my n value is 20. 20, while it's coming here n plus plus, so 21. 21 less than 10. Condition was false, even though it was executed once. Okay, all of you understood? Now I am going to print the table from 1 to 10. So I am taking 1 again. Okay. For showing the flow, I explain like this. Okay. Now, what's the table? 2. Here, what's the n value? First. After the comma, the first value is given to first percentage d. So here it is. What's the n value? N value is 1. Okay. Then what's the t value? T value is 2. After the equal to, you have to multiply it. 1 into 2, how much? 2. Now n plus plus. Now what's the n value? Now what's the n value? N value is 2. So 2 less than equal to 10. Condition is true. So again, it will execute. Now 2 into 2 equal to 4. Again n plus plus, here it is 3, 3 less than n, so 3 into 2, 6, like that it is executed till the n value reach 10. Okay, I hope you understand this while and do while concept, students. Thank you.